Welcome to Black Love Matters, with this service a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
I find Ernie, Brock, and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
I forgot it was me. Nero getting the attitude.
Yeah.
First of all, I was only quiet for 2 seconds. And then why you gonna get an attitude because you was quiet for 2 seconds?
I'm over here trying to figure out what the hell you gonna say.
But y'all gonna do some new shit.
I don't know what you was doing.
How long you think I would have sat there
I
and
don't
looked at
know.
the screen for?
Until I looked at you.
Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Niambi.
And this is episode 429, y'all.
Hey. How y'all doing? Good. We missed you.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black.
With no K.
With no K. What's going on, baby?
So much, but we ain't about to tell you all the things that happened. That's too boring. So we just gonna do enough to bring y'all up to speed, see what's going on. Because, you know, we getting back in the swing of things. The closer we get to fall, the more podcasts we do. Because we at home more. Don't you hate, come on, Cubicle Warriors, don't you hate this season when like half-day Fridays are stopping? Extended long lunches, Q4 is on the tip of our asses. Like, we have to figure out like what productivity looks like. Like, you at that point in the year, we got to look at all your shit to be like, man, I either did a lot or guess I didn't do nothing. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And what I'm about to do to make up for not doing nothing. And or depending on where you fall on your company, we about to be in performance review cycle. Ooh. So performance review either happen right around now, or you got maybe another month or two for that shit happen again, because you got to do the performance review before next year and next year prices, because last year's price ain't what this year's price. And especially with this inflation, I know my direct reports are going to be on my head to say Niambi. For the old school listeners, you know why I say Sai. But anyway, Niambi. You said I done did all the things you asked me to do. I done showed up. I done smiled. I'm a team player. Why my raise is only X, Y, and Z?
Why my raise only 3%?
Why my and inflation at 33%?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just praying my company do the right thing, and I don't gotta double dutch my way out of that one.
A scheme that Todd set up.
Shout out to all the managers. You know what I'm talking about. You know, they make us double dutch our way out of it.
They gonna be looking at you
What
like,
money reside? What money reside?
And the thing is, then we go to our managers and look at them and be like,
What money reside? What money reside?
and the thing is, only 3 people really know what.
What money reside?
And that's usually your CFO and controller. So I ask all the Cubicle Warriors, don't get on your manager. Don't be like, your manager don't see my work. They not an advocate for me. Shit, we only got $3 to split between 10 people. So we worked hard for that 25 cent raise.
ooh, I got a 25-cent raise.
And your manager gonna come in and be like, "Oh, you did this, and that, and
Here's your quarter per hour."
Then y'all gonna be pissy and then talk about I need a mental health day. Fine, the work will be here when you get back, bitch.
A scheme.
So I'm just mentally preparing for it. But if my company do right, we ain't got to do all that. But I'm already mentally prepared. Honestly, whenever it's performance review money season, I kind of don't have no projects due. Because the way you niggas cut up, even if you do them right, so even if I give them where the money reside, there's going to be some niggas who then go mysteriously end up in Hawaii. Because they done spent their quarter that quick. Because that's how y'all niggas do. You go on a 10-day vacation? How much we paying you? So I just been how I get there. Y'all know now I don't know how I be getting places, but I slip and fall there. Is it time for my check-in? Mm-hmm. Did I already start it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's check in. Y'all, I went to Vegas. I thought you were gonna cry. Child. You know Niambi was scared. I think Vegas is probably one of the first places that I was like, I mentally prepared myself to get COVID. No other travel trip, I'm like, all other travel trips, I was like, oh, it ain't happening. I'm masked up. Ain't nobody gonna come check a bitch, right? Like, because I'm usually visiting family, or like we have an Airbnb, or we're doing like outdoor activities. You know what I'm saying? But Vegas, I'm like, look, this is me. You could buy alcohol with no rules. Mm-hmm. Never mind. I don't say COVID ain't the only thing you're worried about, honey. But when we went around that first week in August when not near my mother and my aunt went. It was for my mother's birthday. Because I was like, well, what do you want to do, I remember asking her a few months earlier, I think when we was in Martha's Vineyard. And she was like, well, you know who I like to see? And I'm thinking she going to be like chemistry, I don't know, Frankly Beverly or Maid. You know, I'm like, yeah, going down to, what's it called? Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. And I pay for the front row seats, them about $20. She going to be like, I like to see that old Bruno. I said, who? You know, I'm on Disney Plus. We don't talk about Bruno. Encanto on ice. What you trying to see, Encanto? When Encanto coming to Detroit? She said, no, fool. Leave the door open. I said, Silk Sonic. And I was like, where they at? She done put me on game. They in Vegas. It'd be nice. And I'm just like, you know what? Do I do this? You know, I work this job. I'm mid-career, mid-management, middle age, in the middle of my fucking, like, why not? Isn't this the benefits of being all the mids? So I was like, how about I treat you? Like, you want to just be me and you, or you want a friend to go? And she was like, I want my sister, your auntie, to go. And I'm like, your sister, my auntie, I don't remember last time they've been on a plane.
Yeah.
Ever. Do you ever...
No.
And so I'm like, first of all, how that's going to work? But guess what? Y'all be blessed. I was like, how about this? I pay for the hotel room and the concert tickets, but y'all got to figure out how the fuck to get there. Like, do not call me asking what flight I'm on, it don't matter. Y'all two are going to have to put your heads together and figure out how to get to Vegas. Not only to Vegas, but also from the airport to the hotel. I don't know if you Uber it. I don't know if you're going to, like, y'all going to have to figure that out. Why I've been traveling long. You've been alive. That's okay. Get there. So they agreed, and somehow they slip and fell and got there. And I surprised them. We actually stayed at the Encore. And you know, this tickled my mom here. She's like, I've been going to Vegas. The Encore ain't that bad. It ain't no different than the other one. She got in there because we were upgraded to like a high level floor and a panoramic view. Oh, this is nice. How open the windows again? You know, it's like the Aria. We had to use the buttons and stuff to open it. So, you know, that was their new thing. And then, you know, well, can they see us up here? I'm in my robe. I was like, who is they? And what you in a whole full, that ain't no robe. That's a house coat. So what they seeing?
I thought that was going to be in the Target negligee.
Yeah. Well, I'm in my robe. Can they see us up here? Meanwhile, we on like the 55th floor. Like, and if they gonna see us, it's understood. What understood don't need to be said.
Right.
Especially in Vegas. Close your curtains, actually.
Right. That stays there.
So it was nice. They enjoyed it. Honestly, the Encore was good. The Encore's at the other end of the strip. Like, I feel like it's a little out the way, though. It's been so long since you've been there. You've been to the Encore before? When we went, we didn't stay at the Encore.
We stayed at the Aria.
Yeah. But it's like a mile down from the Aria. Because, you know, the strip about 2 miles.
Yeah.
So I think the Aria and the Cosmo and all that, I consider that mid-strip. The Encore is like at the very end of the strip. Like at the very, very end. Almost like you get into like, heading towards like old Vegas.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't been out there.
Yeah. It's like, it's supposed to be like high-end luxury. But you know, all them Vegas hotels are fine, right? Like,
all of them are supposed to be quote unquote
high-end,
luxury.
yeah, you know. But it's still a hotel. Like,
even the old Vegas would be like, ooh, luxury hotels, luxury suites.
I don't know. You know, Vegas, I don't consider shit nothing luxury if I walk in and smell smoke. And the hotel room didn't, but you know, like walking in honestly, that's why I'm not the biggest fan of Vegas, because like I'll gamble, but I'm the type of bitch, like, you don't want to bring me, like, I'm spending like $40 on the slots. Then I'm gonna complain like for the whole day of how I lost $40 on the slots.
Neil, can you believe it?
And then I'm like, you still in my joy. And that don't do it for me. Vegas is about shows, eat, and shopping for me. And maybe an experience. Like, you know, they had them little weird places you can go and try stuff out. That's Vegas for me. I don't actually need more than 48 hours in Vegas. And I'm honestly good. I think if we go to Vegas near him, because I know we were talking about going to Vegas to see Usher. Why Usher tickets so high?
Because
I'm not giving Usher $800.
Because he the GOAT.
Unless we could see, maybe we could take it back to our 20s and like, let's get $100 ticket and be in the last row.
Okay.
And get a sneak in drinks. I'm gonna pay for drinks. If I'm in the 100th row, 100, I'm bringing my own.
What?
I'm bringing my own snacks. I'm bringing the picnic basket. I want to be so far in the back you touch the wall. You know what I'm talking about?
Touch the top ceiling. Ooh,
Because it's a good sound system. Anyway, let me keep going. Bruno Mars Oh, but we got there, you know, we did a little shopping, they checked in, we caught up. Then we went to go see Bruno Mars. Listen, when I tell you I wasn't excited to see him, that's an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be horrible. Oh, actually, let's rewind before we go talk about Bruno. Vegas was perfect. We went there, it was empty. So when we went there, y'all, it was like 3 days after they had this flood. That's another thing. I was waiting for them to call me and be like, bitch, we closed. And I was going to tell my mom and aunt, but like, I know y'all got that way there, but y'all going to have to head to the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater and see a show in Detroit. But I even called the hotel and I called the arena where Bruno Mars is taking place because a bitch had to check because, you know, since COVID, I got travel insurance on everything. So I had insurance on them tickets. I had insurance on my whole trip. So I was waiting for them to say no. And then Encore be like, we ain't reimbursing. I'm like, ain't no problem. Because I got what?
Insurance.
Come on. But I called both. Encore like, no, we are open and well. Can't wait to have you. Fuck. And then called the Bruno and them places. They had the MGM. I was like, oh, I heard there was flooding. Like, has the show been impacted? It was like, absolutely not. Can't wait to see you. And I'm like, and then because even my mom was like, yeah, I see they flooding, honey. Is this our hotel room? I was like, well, I called them and they told us to come on down. So I'm already mentally in my head preparing to walk in the hotel room with a bucket of water. Like, that is what I'm preparing for. I'm preparing to walk in. They're like, oh, don't mind that bucket of water. We gave everyone a free breakfast to comp that. And then I'm like, oh, and then I'm going to get it like, just ready. Yeah. Walked in, beautiful. Beautifully clean, empty. I should have known something was going to be good. I knew the Lord was looking over me. You know why now? I pulled in, walked out to the Encore. First of all the employees look pleasant. So that tells me none of the drunkards have woken up yet. I walked into the hotel lobby where they're gambling. Doo-doo-doo. You know, you hear the noise. It's something about Vegas that as soon as you get off the plane, it sounds like CP3OPO now. It sounds like Star Wars. It's all of that shit. I walked in, I ain't smell a lick of smoke.
Ooh.
I said, is the Encore smoke free? I was like, well, maybe it's just the reception area. They only got because there are smoke free areas in museum. No. I went through and the person was like, good to have you. Meanwhile, I got there early. Check-in was at 4 p.m. Naren, what time I get there? 11 a.m. So again, I'm ready for the bullshit. When I'm be like, bitch, we'll text you. It'll be ready at 4 o'clock. Bye. I already done research while I'm eating lunch. Can you hold I already got my script, right? And it was like, oh, welcome, Miss Niambi. Your form is ready and we upgraded you. Ooh. Bitch, what? All right. Come on, let's do this. And then we kept going. And who checked me in was the manager of the hotel. What? Because they was like, glad you, because you know, also something they don't tell you about Vegas. When you go check in the hotel room, it's an event. It is. Like, it's at least 40 minutes.
You got to go get the card. They got to show you all
the things. The line be there. People be fighting over the resort fees. Like, they ain't know the resort fee was there. Niggas been bringing debit cards. And then the people hold all their money on the debit. Like, it's a thing. No matter you go to the cheapest or the most expensive. So I should have known when I walked in, employees were happy, didn't smell smoke, no waiting in line. The manager checked me in. And then the manager kind of gave me the tea. There was like a lot of people canceled their trip because of the flood. Y'all, when I tell you Vegas was open, I went a little across the street to the mall, not crowded. I went in the restaurants to eat, no wait, no reservations needed. Bitch walking in and out of all the luxury stores I can't afford. Because, you know, usually it's like a wait to get in. Right. Nope. Come on in. Gucci, come in. YSL, you want to hold this? That's how I know they bored. You want to try something on? Diptyque, you want to smell it? That's it. Louis Vuitton, you want to hold it? You want to look at it? I even went into Hermes. And you know, them a pretentious group. Nothing. Want to try anything on? I was like, an Hermes? Like, usually Hermes, they be like, bitch, just look at the catalog. Don't even. What you touching it for? No, but it was just so empty. Yeah. Now, fast forward to Bruno. Now, this is where I thought I was going to catch COVID. Like, I was mentally prepared. Like, and I'm mentally prepared to tell, like, my mom and aunt, mask up, mask up, mask. Because, you know, they're getting hot. They're a particular age. Mask up, take your elderflower. Listen, the stadium was half full. Wide open. Did not feel like I was in danger at all. Absolutely amazing. And you also know when you go to stadiums to concert shows and it be hot. Cool breeze. I actually wish I brought a jacket. Ooh. That's how empty it is. Because you know, you usually go to concert and be like, shit, I'm hot. Yeah. You done got to put your good clothes and shit on and your good shit sticking to you. Nope. I was like, I could have go with a light jacket. But let me get to the real deal. Bruno fucking Mars? I think I owe him an apology.
Oh, you need air horns or something?
Sure. Give me something. Bruno fucking Mars is that nigga. And I mean the capital N, N and an A. I'm sure I've talked about him being a culture vulture, but he's so fucking cute, right? I've always aligned him with blackness. Mm-hmm. But like, this nigga can sing. Like, this nigga is the king of R&B. Shout out to Bobby Brown. Bruno Mars is keeping R&B alive, y'all. Like, that leave that door open shit. Mm-hmm. And like, we thought it was coonery. I think this nigga like this. Cause when I tell you that band is live, that mic is hot and them vocals are real. Okay? That little man get up on that stage, that little light-skinned man get on that stage with that curly 3C hair. Mm-hmm. And that boy ain't stopped singing till the lights went off. He sung for 2 hours straight. What? And he hit the notes. You know how Mary and them, and I say some of your favorite singers, Jacquees, or whoever the fuck y'all listening to, be faking the notes?
Yeah.
No.
He hit them.
Or you know how they be like, y'all sing? Mm-hmm. No, y'all can sing, but turn my motherfucking mic up.
Because I'm going to out-sing y'all.
Because I'm going to out-sing you niggas. This nigga is a R&B superstar and a pop superstar. So, of course, he did his Silk Sonic shit, and his Silk Sonic shit was the bomb. You got the Train song there.
No,
pull it up.
What's the Train song?
Love Train.
Oh. Okay, keep talking.
Pull it up. And they did that. They come out with outfits. Outfit changes. They doing temptation steps. They backup singers sing. Because I hear what? The mic and it's hot. I knew Bruno was a motherfucking star when this nigga came and sung one of his songs. Nero, can you just pull up? You might as well just pull up Bruno Mars Silk Sonic up because I'm about to go through a whole discography. You got it where you can hook this to your phone or some shit?
I'm working on it.
Aw.
I'm working on it. Keep talking.
Near him bullying.
Keep talking.
Bruno fucking Marses came up there and started singing a song that I didn't even know. Mm-hmm. But I just knew the beat because it was popular. But this nigga's a superstar. And that song came out, I thought I was about to throw my shirt and throw my bra on that stage. Oh. Do you hear me? Because the song was that good.
You didn't tell me all that.
Yes. It was that good. It made you stand up. And when I tell you the bass is high, the bass is high. De Niro got something now?
Yeah, Niro got something.
Oh, well, you know, it's going to give you a commercial because you know how the YouTube do. But I was just so outdone on how good it was. Okay, hold on. Can you hear something? You see how this sound? It sounded good. But you know he missed this with the original. And you see how it was a build up here? He did that. And you hear the horns. They had a horn player come out. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I know this is the audio. Surely running. You know you call the cops and you just don't leave. Listen. Hey. Get it. Come on. They don't know nothing about this shit. But the thing is, he mixed this shit with the original. And the kids didn't know about the original. Bruno Mars, and I ain't even get on Anderson, old big smiling mouth ass. I love his ass too.
You let me come over. Out on the street, I wanna see
you hear him? This is how he sound live. And I'm so used to singers being piss poor that I'm not even used to that. He hit the Dramatics. He hit the OJs. He hit James Brown. And you know Bootsy was there. Yeah. He hit some Bootsy.
Yeah.
If you do not, Bruno Mars is single-handedly keeping R&B alive.
Is he really?
Yes. And no one told me this. One of the best shows I've seen, second to Beyonce. Maybe third to Fantasia. Because Fantasia sings live too.
Oh,
you might not know Fantasia songs, but she's singing live. In every concert, she's going to give you a dibble-dabble something different. The only reason I might give them a little bit more than Fantasia is that they did a whole fucking stage presence. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was an event. Then, fast forward to old Anderson Paak ass. That old drum playing nigga. God damn. First of all, he got a whole persona, and I didn't realize he had this whole ass persona with Silk Sonic, because he got his old Ike Turner wig, and he called himself the Phoenix. And when he bring that Phoenix out, it's the song called this 777.
Yeah.
Again, the live album barely do it justice, because once they come out there performing, this is when Anderson loses it. He plays his
You
hear that?
Put your pretty ass lips together, blow up real nice
You
for
think
me.
that's something? It don't do the service. Not at all. It was amazing. Anderson Paak then came out and did some of his old album, Ventura.
Yeah.
He did 4 or 5 songs of Ventura. He took it all the way back to Malibu and did some of that. Then Bruno said, let me stop you there. And then Bruno did his whole 24 karat shit.
Not the whole 24 karat.
He did 24 karat. Go back to this Do Wop Wop Hooligans. Let me see what song he played for me that I ain't know I was about to be a stand for. Y'all hold the line 1 second. No, the lazy song, Marrying You, Talking to the... Oh, he did that Talking to the Move too. Just the Way You Are, Yop, he did that too. Marry You, Liquor Store, Count on Me, The Other Side, Just the Way, Somewhere in Brooklyn, Just the Way You Are. No, maybe it's the next album. He did one of them songs that I felt like a teenage white girl. Try that Unorthodox Jukebox. Locked Out of Heaven. That he did that shit.
Yeah.
And he started doing the build up. And I'm just like, oh, he just doing his shit. You know, fast forward to that bridge. I think this coming. There it go, Neil. Turn up. Oh, there it goes. You see this build up? When it hit this part, listen, the bass was hitting so hard. When that shit said feel like, that whole stadium lit up. And he had that whole bitch rocking. Do you hear me? Rocking. And I was just like, oh my God, I think I love this song. What is this? Like, oh my God, I love it. Like, he turned that shit to a rock concert. The other thing he did was Gorilla. Hit that Gorilla. Why ain't y'all tell me Gorilla was sexy? Hit this shit. Then we can finish this up. He hit that with the sexy move. Did y'all know this was a sexy song? Come on, Bruno. You hear him moaning for you. You know, songs named Gorilla and Sex. I don't like that because of the
racial undertones.
but he make it work.
Yeah.
Baby, I need them to do this on P Valley. When they come down, I think Mercedes to come down the pole. Don't just tell her she come down the pole now.
Yeah.
With the steps. And then when they hit the hit, I need Mercedes to hit to the ground. Wait, you gotta let it do it now. Wait, is it coming? Let Bruno play. Come on, Bruno. Right here. Yes.
I promise it's a killer. You'll be banging on my chest, bang, bang.
Bomb. All right, let that go. But you know, imagine being in a stadium and then he ad-libbing. He said, we be out here fucking like, I'm like, wow. Bruno, we be out here fucking like gorillas?
Yes.
Look at Bruno. Let me look at this nigga again. What we gonna be fucking like?
And Niambi talking about she throwing her damn panties and drawers on.
Yeah, I ain't throwing my panties. I'm a lady. But he can get this Lane Bryant bra. Well, I forgot what Lane Bryant bra's called. He ain't gonna know what to do with an old petite self. Also, I started looking. I said, Bruno cute.
One cup cover his whole.
Well, that one cup cover his whole fucking face, honey. Listen. Show him how grown folks have time. I think he our age though. How old is Bruno? Bruno dating this little Dominican girl from Harlem.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Okay.
I almost said something. I'm gonna leave it alone. All that to be said, Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, excellent show. If they come to your city, even listen, y'all. Only song I knew from Silk Sonic song was "Leave the Door Open," and the whole concert was a fucking vibe. If they come into your city, I don't know if they about to do a world tour or what. It's absolutely worth the money. Also, next shit Bruno Mars come out. I'm a Bruno Marsy. What is we call? What's the Mars Village?
Mars Village.
I don't know. I'm in the galaxy, honey. Because Bruno Mars, it maybe then sent me on a deep dive to look at live. The thing with Bruno is not about the CD. The CD is way too polished. Or the album. It's about live with Bruno. I argue, if you just type in Bruno Mars live on YouTube, no performance is going to let you down. Because I did it. Because I was like, maybe it was just Vegas and alcohol that made the night.
I'll be talking about she in the galaxy.
Wonderful. So I was like, let me see. I went and put on just Bruno Mars live. That nigga hits it every time. I even went and looked at this the Super Bowl he did with Beyonce.
Yeah.
That shit was banging.
He get it.
He fucking gets it. And I know every time he won the BET or NAACP award, Black Twitter is up. It's outraged. But ain't he black?
No, he's like Hawaiian.
You're confusing him with The Rock.
No, Bruno Mars is Hawaiian.
Bruno Mars from Hawaii.
Yes.
We don't consider Hawaiian people black.
No.
What is they? Asian?
It's only the Samoans that we consider black.
Why?
I don't think he's Samoan.
Hold on, Samoans is the blacks?
Yes.
You niggas is a lie. Hawaiians black people. That's black.
Let's see. What is
Bruno? Look at us. What is this called? What, xenophobia?
You see, he was born and raised in Honolulu.
Just because, so was Obama.
That nigga
Obama black. Is Obama Hawaiian?
Yes.
Hawaiian is American. You old Donald Trump MAGA. What are you? See, you about to get me canceled. Hawaiians are Americans. So what are you trying to say he is, Nero?
They not.
So he's African American.
He's Hawaiian American.
Hawaiian is a whole different.
Yes.
No, what are the people? You talking about the first people of Hawaii? But what is their name now? They just Hawaiian. I think see, you getting me real problematic. You gonna make me go read a book. Bruno Mars addresses a cultural appropriation. He am not appropriating because he black.
He's not black.
Honestly, he just needs to date one black girl.
Bruno Mars is not black.
Well, what is it? Why is this such a confusion thing? Why Bruno Mars, The Rock, Janae Aiko, why they make their nationality so hard to discover?
Because they want to be ambiguous.
Just come out just like, who was it? Her did. Her said, I am Filipino and black. Thanks. But Bruno, The Rock, and Janae Aiko make it so fucking difficult. Just what is your background?
I don't know.
It's not even coming up, is it?
Right.
He done had their internet swiped it.
I was trying to look at his personal life.
Just say where he from, where his daddy is. Oh, come on. Read it, Nero.
I'm checking to see now.
He a singer. Race. Bold. What it say, Nero? Oh, never mind. Y'all know Nero don't like to read. In 2013, Mars told Rolling Stone that record executives have trouble categorizing him. He was consequently unsure what radio station his songs would be on. That's so racist. Or to what ethnic group, black or white, because there's only two, of course, would appeal. In the same month, he confessed that Nothing on You was rejected by music decision maker. What is your race? A grapevine. African. I don't know. Huh. Did anybody know what it don't say his nationality at the top? Go back to the top now.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to see like where his
Hernandez. What is his real name? It ain't Bruno Mars.
No, it's Eric Hernandez.
He Puerto Rican.
You know, his name Peter Jean.
Oh, he Puerto Rican.
Peter Jean Hernandez.
Wait. Hold on. His name is Peter.
Yes.
Yeah, he had to change that. His name Peter. His parents tried to appropriate him. Peter Jean Hernandez.
Yes. Let's see. Born and raised in Honolulu.
Yes.
Moved to LA.
Yes. Damn, it's swiped from the internet. Go click on his daddy.
Who is daddy?
Don't they got it over there? His parents is, what's their name?
And where you see his parents at? I see Jean Hernandez.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's
why I was looking down here. Personal life, Niambi.
Damn, you think Bruno got that ripped off? Bruno black.
Bruno is not black.
Okay, he Puerto Rican. Go see the girl he dating.
Because it says Eric Hernandez, Mars' brother, is a drummer. Blah 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 blah.
His sisters is named Tierra and Tahiti. There's some ethnic stuff here. They in some ethnic background. Go see what his girlfriend. What she identify as?
Which one is his girlfriend?
Gotta go back up to the top. We looking at the always reliable Wikipedia, y'all.
Oh, he got a Rottweiler named Geronimo. This nigga Mexican.
He's not Puerto Rican. well, this is what I'm saying. Why is it so hard? Or do I just put mine on display so much?
Well, Niambi, our show is named Black Love Matters.
But, okay, so go to his partner. What's their name? Jessica Cuban. Is that what it say? Mm-hmm. They don't got nothing on her. Look, her first thing. She was born to Puerto Rican parents in New York, raised in Spanish Harlem. Oh, she 100% Puerto Rican, honey. He Puerto Rican then.
You think so?
Yeah. You think he white?
No.
That'll really throw me off.
Told you he Mexican.
And now look at this 3C here. Do y'all know?
All right, his parents met while performing in Honolulu.
You're talking about you Hawaiian. I said, that is American. It's all right, Nero. It's all right. What is it?
His father is Puerto Rican and Jewish. And his mama from the Philippines.
Black. Next. Come on. Black. Come on.
His daddy is Puerto Rican and
so he's
Jewish.
White Puerto Rican.
Yes.
They got a picture of him.
Ukraine.
Yes,
from Ukraine and Hungary. And originally from Brooklyn.
He white.
And his mama integrated from Philippines to Hawaii. And it was a Filipino and Spanish ancestry. So he Puerto Rican, Filipino, and Jewish. With a little bit of Spanish in there.
This nigga. Please wrap it
And
up.
Niambi, he black.
He's black. That's black to me.
He ain't got not a single drop of black in him.
Puerto Rico?
No.
Puerto Rico's not. Oh, we're not gonna have this argument.
No.
I know New Yorkers listening, but Puerto Ricans are absolutely black.
You know them Puerto Ricans do not consider themselves black.
Absolutely got off the boat first.
That don't mean nothing to them. Puerto Ricans don't see themselves black.
Okay. Don't email us. Next.
You can. We just ain't gonna read it.
You really don't think Puerto Ricans don't think there's no African. Okay, black, fine. Black could be cultural. I get that. But no African history or this ancestry. I can't even get the right word out at all.
Some of them don't. They don't say they don't say they be like, I'm not black, I'm Puerto Rican.
Birthday reflections. So I had my birthday, y'all. It was good. I'm mid to late 30s. That's all y'all need to know. I'm becoming to be a woman of a particular age. I love it though. Like aging is something that I'm excited about. It is my goal to age gracefully. It's never been my goal to continue to look young or I've never been one of people to be like, oh, I look 25. No. I want to look my fucking age. I want to be a fucking elder. I want a gray afro. I just want to be the best me at that phase of life I'm in. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't want to be 25, 35, 45 trying to chase the younger number, right? I really just want to be that version of myself. And I just always appreciate that from Asian. And also with COVID being black and brown in America, everybody don't make it. So every year I'm here, every day I'm here, it's a gift. So I'm very, very excited about that. And also for my birthday, y'all know how I'm thinking about his birthday. I don't get sad or anything for my birthday. I always enjoy it. Neutral's not the word because it's more positive than neutral. What is the other side of positive? It's always a good time. I'm not against celebrating. If people want to plan something for me, cool. I'm happy to plan something for myself, right? It's just always that time of year. And then also I think y'all know from us, we tend to use our birthdays more so as the top of the year instead of the new year. I think new year we use it as a time to reflect as a family and as a couple.
Right.
But individually, I think we use our birthdays as the reset. So it was nice just to reset on that. I'm sure y'all want to know what the birthday reflections is.
Yeah.
It's a year of stretching. I hate to say this. Like I said, I'm a particular age. I'm closer to 40 than I am 30, 20, any other age behind me. And I really think the name of the game for me is I got to stretch and grow up a little. Oh, God, I'm so tired of growing and stretching. I wish it counted just for my body.
It don't though.
But like, I just feel like this is the year where I'm going to just have to lean into some uncomfortability. You know, people are like, oh, this is going to be my best year, bad bitch contest, first place. No, I think it might be a lot of crying. I think it might be a lot of like really pushing limits, in which I've never pushed before. And mixed reviews. Wow. Stay to next year, stick around to next year, and hopefully the year after that, the theme going to be easeful. Because that's actually, I was telling Niambi at one of my birthday dinners we had. He was like, well, what do you want? Or like, what are you striving for? Or like, what is the hang up, right? Like, he was like, you don't seem as joyful as you used to. I was like, shit just be hard. And I'm over shit being hard. Mm-hmm. And he was like, what do you want? I was like, I just want shit to be easeful. Like, everywhere, right? Like, everywhere I go, I feel like it's almost like you're walking in sand. And it's just like, I'm tired of that shit. But I think I got to walk and it feels like I'm walking and stand because it's been a while maybe since I've stretched intellectually, emotionally, spiritually. And maybe if I can do some of that stretching, it'd be like running. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that if I put in some work this year, then maybe a few years down the road, I can have some easeful time for myself. Does that make sense, Dan? What do you think?
Yeah.
But I think I just need to push myself just to do more and to think of more and to think bigger. What's that? And you know the Instagram? Think big, bitch.
Yep.
Get up and do stuff. You remind my Uncle Junebug. Shout out to all the Uncle Junebugs in the world. And that's not his government. I'm sure it's so many Uncle Junebugs. Why is that just a universal black name? Isn't that because like the South and the Junebugs was there?
Yep.
Yeah. Other things, what did we do though? We went to go see Strange Loop. Shout out to Michael R. Jackson. He from Detroit. He the playwright, the director, all that good stuff. It's Emmy Award winning. Y'all know I love a Broadway show. You know it, you know it, you know it. Again, a part of that stretching, I probably get into it, is honestly just leaning into doing stuff I really like without like worrying about other people. And again, y'all know Niambi I wouldn't say invested in how other people feel about me, right? There's a very limited circle, but I think I got to get to the point where it's like, it don't even matter what that circle think. Mm-hmm. You know, like it don't matter, right? Like this is what I'm doing. I'm doing it by myself. One of those things that I'm not sure if y'all know, I'm kind of a theater nerd. Theater nerd, meaning I'm not the one to go up there and perform. Maybe I need to stretch myself. Maybe I would be good. I had more than one person ask me, was I a theater kid or was I a comedian? Yeah. And at first I thought they was being shady.
You funny.
This is just life. Anywho, I don't think I'm funny. I think I can tell a good story though. Anywho, I love Broadway plays. I really nerd out about it to the point where like I would bring it up to like close friends and family and they're like, oh yeah, Broadway is cool. And then I'm like, oh, you want to go? And then I started going, somehow how much they paying for them tickets. They're like, fuck no. Like, you know, like what? They're like, you pay all that money for that? Me, absolutely.
Yes.
I love it. Right. And asking them every time I go, I need to be within like
5 rows
up to the front. Like I'm not a mezzanine girl. I'm not a balcony girl. I am an orchestra pit girl.
5 rows.
Is it too much, Niambi? Do you miss the mezzanine? So, or actually, I take it back. I do mezzanine, but it has to be front row mezzanine. Maybe second. But so we went to that. I love that. And I'll tell y'all what it is because I thought it was good. It was a good conversation starter, right? So the description of it is a metafictional musical that tracks the creative process of an artist transforming issues of identity, race, sexuality that once pushed him into the margins of cultural mainstream into a meditation on universal human fears and security. A deeper summation is Usher is a Black queer writer working a day job he hates while writing his original musical, which is a piece about a Black queer writer working a day job that he hates writing while doing his original music, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why it's this meta piece, right? It's really about this Black guy who not only just Black, right? Black, dark skin, gay, fat, right? Come from ultra conservative, I won't say ultra, but I would say very Midwest conservative Black household, meaning the mama love the Lord. I don't want to say to a detriment, right? It's never too much of a detriment to whatever you believe in, right? But so blindly, right, that it reminds me of my friends. We call them the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost rollers, where they be so deep in their Bible that they like take the Bible literally and stuff. Like where you be like, first of all, white people wrote the Bible. Let's just end statement. Right. End statement. Right. And I get it being a guiding force, right? And I get all of that, right? But let's be clear. What Christianity was, informed by, especially in America, right? But so deep in it that if you would say something like, these remind me of like black people with white Jesus in their house. Like that's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Where it's just like, okay, you don't even see the maker of the universe in your form? Nope. But neither, Niambi love the Lord, right? But the Lord looked like me. We'll talk about a different episode. And it was just really, it was just an interesting show. Again, I don't want to give spoilers because it's new. Play and it's recently on Broadway. I'm assuming it's gonna do some type of tour of the United States eventually, but it was a lot. And Niambi believes in a few 4 letters, and I am sex positive. I don't shy away from sex or any of that. I don't know if I've seen a Broadway play where it's been that forthright.
Oh, it was out there.
It was out there, right? This is my type of carrying on, honey. If we're gonna talk about, let's talk about it. We're not gonna talk about a lot of times it'll be plays that talk about like gay people, LGBTQ, or the queer community, but like there's never any type of intimacy or sex. That's why you niggas so scared of P-Valley. Actually, I'm over just the homophobia, right? But like you don't often talk about it. But here we talking about what tops and bottoms is, do, when. We got before the scene happening, but a luga split in your hand to make sure it was lubed. Like we talking about the damn thing, and I just appreciated it. Some things I will say. He touches on Tyler Perry. More than once. Yeah. And I'll give you tints of it. So again, super religious, conservative family, Midwest, Detroit. Sent him off to film school to be a playwright. Like they believed in him being playwright, but in their head, the only good playwright out there is Tyler Perry. Yeah. So they're like, well, why don't you go and write you a good gospel play from Tyler Perry? He said, I don't want to write no fucking Tyler Perry gospel. He ain't said that nicely, but he said, I don't want to write no fucking gospel play about Tyler Perry, and there's numerous songs about that. Yes. Again, the conservative family, meaning the mama who is ultra dedicated to the Lord, the daddy who probably got some demons of his own, be it alcohol, substance abuse, right? Unsureness, son being gay, don't know how that navigates then his own masculinity. They talk a lot about like HIV and AIDS and how honestly, still to this day, right? But especially in the 80s, 90s, 2000, how it was like, oh, well, you don't want to get, you need to protect yourself, or you gay, it's just a matter of time for you gonna get that, right? And they had a song, actually. I think the song was like, what is it? HIV AIDS is God. What's the name of
God's punishment.
God's punishment to gay people, right? Like, it's just, they weren't playing. Like, it wasn't no subliminals.
No, they was forthright in your face.
So you can't be like, I didn't get that. They often unpack the whiteification, I don't know if that's a real word, of queerness. So like just how, from the author's perspective, I don't want to say his perspective, I think it's true, right? Especially when you think about males being gay, it's often if you think a gay man, what pops in your head is usually a white man. Mm-hmm. And how deep that is and how deeply rooted it is and how hard it is to navigate it. And also it talked about like fat phobia, and what it means to be fat and black in this world, that I think is not talked about a lot, and especially from a male's perspective. Like you often don't hear a lot of males talking about, damn, I'm fat and black, and this guy, like, niggas look at me different, right? Or I gotta move different. And inner demons. So the way they got it is kind of like the main character, and then they have these offshoots of characters that they have. Like they got self-loathing and your own internal cheerleader, and then like desire, lust, and like that type. So each of them are like on stage playing these different roles that I think was good. Another one that he had that was, I think we need to talk about more. The Inner White Girl, when he was like, we all want to be as special as white women. Like he had a song like that. Yeah. And it is, right? There's a freedom to being a white woman that everybody doesn't get. Nor, how do you talk about that? Which I thought was interesting too. It was good. I got a couple critiques, got a couple questions. Before I get there, what you thought, Nero?
I thought it was a very interesting play. It was definitely in your face. I would say that's one thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Like this wasn't a play you gonna fall asleep because you missing the metaphors.
Yes.
No.
I think one of the things I gotta get used to.
What you gotta get used to?
And I don't know, like this is just me in general.
Yeah.
Is like being in like a Broadway play, and then like the character say nigga, or like it's some type of black reference, and like how loud, and like boisterous the laughs of the white people be.
Yeah, Niram don't like that.
That
Niram don't like people to say nigga in front of white people.
I don't.
Niram really doesn't like there to be any references to black culture around white people.
I don't.
Niram don't think they should be invited.
I don't.
But it's a play.
I know.
And niggas ain't really going to see Broadway.
I understand that.
It's just Niambi.
Yes.
Maybe I should do a whole podcast about nigga interpretations of Broadway plays.
Yes.
That's a niche.
But I think that's the thing. I don't.
You're brushing over my podcast like that.
No. I like it.
Go ahead.
But I think you brushed over my conversation.
That you don't like black people. Go talk to fucking Kanye West and Jay-Z, who been saying nigga on all these albums.
That.
What's the difference?
I understand that. I don't know. It's just something about when somebody say nigga in the crowd, or they make a nigga joke, and I'm like, and then
you know what Niram turned into? You know that Whitney Houston Instagram where like Whitney turned her head because people like laughing? That's what Niram turned into.
You ain't supposed to be laughing at that.
They're supposed to be silent.
Yes. Keep that shit in the inside.
Look.
Oh, yeah. Look at that funny nigga. The fuck?
That's why I was scared to see this play, because I knew it was so raw, and I know the majority of like Broadway audience is like what, 90% white, and I'm just like,
it was raw. It was in your face. It was definitely.
It was a lot of in group. It was a lot of in group jokes that I'm surprised white people got, or maybe they didn't, and they just knew to laugh.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a lot of in group reference,
and I think that was the thing, right? And I think I don't know, and I think this is something we was talking about for dinner. It's like me asking you, do some of the things that the character is experiencing, do you feel like you're experiencing? Not like the gay stuff or things of that sort, but like the
Did you
family.
say the gay stuff? There you go. Being not
like
an identity.
Not the being gay part, but the intersectionality of like family and like
overly judgmental.
They sent you off to this good school. Now you go to work at this company, and they don't necessarily know what you do.
Yeah, I think some people in my family still think I should be a doctor. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I work at a great job.
Yeah,
like where I work. Like people really like. Yes. The goal is to work there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. To this day, not only that with career rise, but I think just how I move. Mm-hmm. Right, like I wouldn't say I'm the most traditional at anything. So I think sometimes my family could take it as a personal blow or a form of disrespect, because I tend to be such a naysayer. Is not the word, because I'm not a naysayer, but like what's it called when you do the opposite of what's expected? I'm a contrarian when it comes to things. Even me, right? Like I'm a certain age and I ain't had kids. I can't go a week without somebody reminding me that. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm not even talking about just like my parents, right? Like I'm zooming out nuclear family and friends. Like it's very much like, so you and Niram, like, y'all love each other? And I'm like, yeah. Jobs is going good? Like, yeah, it's great. Healthy? Yeah, for the most part. Mm-hmm. When you have a little nigga kid, like it's just not or like when you gonna buy a house, or when you gonna settle down, or when you gonna like live your life. And I'm like, I am living my life. Right. And it's that can be frustrating. Or little things like this. What'd you do for your birthday? I went to go see a play on Broadway. Then Lion King? No. I said, well, I have seen Lion King, but no, I did not. I told them what I went to go see. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. I was like, it just ran won an Emmy. They was like, oh. It's like the Oscars? Yeah. I was like, yes, for plays. Like, it's just different. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where I learned it from. Because I would say I necessarily didn't have that influence in my family. Right. But yeah. So I think. But yes, I do. I do think you don't have to be a gay black man to identify with this play. Yes. You can be anybody and absolutely identify with the key tenets and feelings and emotions of, I would say, loneliness, being misunderstood, craving intimacy and connection for an authentic self. Absolutely. Those are the things that come up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, criticism, questions. And this is my own biases coming out. I'm not sure how to move in spaces where other brown people aren't attracted to people who look like themselves. I hope that came out appropriate. If it didn't, send a very nicely worded email to help me.
Can you give an example?
For example, on this play, the main character is really wrapping himself up in this I get it that he wants a boyfriend, companionship, lover, but all his lovers was very much like white facing, right? Like when he identified like what he would see as his ideal lover, it was always like a white man, right? And when he referenced black love, it was like the black gays don't like me, they don't fuck with me. I'm just like, but do you like you and fuck with you? Like it just, I don't know. Like it never to me, it never seemed like black love was a goal for him. It seemed like a white man. And again, and the thing is, because everything was so explicit in the play, for him not to explicitly say, I am looking and craving for deep black love, that say the opposite to me.
Yeah.
Did you get that vibe? I got the vibe that it wasn't.
I kind of interpreted it a different way.
I did not. I interpreted that he wants a white man to come save him.
No.
Not save, but it just. Why aren't you attracted? Like, I didn't get the vibe that he was attracted even to black men.
I think.
And I don't know how I rock with that. I mean, and that's not even just for gay men, right? That's for black women or straight men who be like, oh, I only date white. Like, that energy really fucks me up.
I kind of see it. I kind of interpreted it a different way.
How'd you interpret
I
it?
kind of interpreted it like, you remember in undergrad where it's like that one black kid or two black kids who joined like a white fraternity or sorority, and for them, like, and like I kind of seen it like that. If like having a conversation, it's like, well, I just felt like the black community never accepted me, and I just felt like the white community accepted me more. And I kind of seen that for that character of
A
like,
little bit more.
like, oh, like you'll be one of the dudes who will join like a white frat in undergrad because you felt like the black people ain't accept you, or
Like you couldn't even join the Latino one.
You just felt like a disconnect with your blackness in general. And I think that's something that just happens. Like, I think for him, thinking about the people we know and us growing up in Detroit,
Yeah.
and understanding how some people end up being like, oh, I really don't fuck with this type of shit,
Yeah.
or these people, even though they're my family, and like I just feel like black people just don't fuck with me all together.
Yeah.
So then they just like, well, at least the white people will tolerate my ass.
Yes, I hear that. But then he had a lot of reference to black shit though. So I don't know what the disconnect is. Also, I hope Popeye sponsored them.
Oh yeah, they have Popeyes all up in there.
And also, what's wrong with niggas eating Popeyes?
Nothing. It's just a trope.
I like a chicken tender
It's a trope.
any now and then.
But I don't like black people eat chicken around white people. But you know, that's all.
Any chicken? Or just fried chicken?
Just Popeyes. Can't eat Popeyes in front of white people. I feel
Love
like
Popeyes.
I feel like our ancestors are like turning in their grave.
Actually, there was a scene. This show has Harriet Tubman, Marcus Garvey, Ida B. Wells, Whitney Houston. And so who else was there? Who am I missing? Frederick Douglass.
Yes.
And James Baldwin
And James Baldwin.
is also in this play. Because the ancestors came back.
Because the ancestors come to now. Because you know.
Because the ancestors was so upset at something he did that all the ancestors came back to life and gave him a lesson in black history. And Harriet Tubman said, "You done made me walk about my $20 grave." I said, "We ain't got Harriet Tubman a new grave yet." You know, black folks, we don't believe in disturbing the dead. So it's just going to be, we can get a new headstone. That's about it. I thought it was good, though. I just had some, that's the only thing that I was just like, But if that's his truth, that's his truth. And I hear what you're saying there. I'm like, if you've been on the outs for so long in Detroit, and I'm imagining he's being framed by his Detroit upbringing.
Yes.
And I would say Detroit just now becoming more open and inclusive compared to I'm imagining he's around the same age we are, if not older. So I would say, yeah, Detroit 20 years ago, nah, it wasn't a safe place for LGBTQ blacks. Where now I would say it's getting better.
So I just think about
That's
that,
true.
right? And I just think about the context where, because even he was like, oh yeah, the character was like, yeah, I went to Cass. So I just think about, like, oh yeah.
What was cast in the 2000s or 90s? Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh.
All them niggas wearing Guess, it had to be a lie.
You fat, black, and gay, and you went to Cass.
Because You had a tough time.
Yeah, and
We had a time last
and
night.
you didn't necessarily fit in,
And you didn't go to Belle Isle or go to
Cloud, yeah,
was it where you go skating at?
skate land.
You
and
ain't
shit
do
like
none of that.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't play at Fairland. Well, no, y'all ain't do Fairland. Where y'all do Eastland?
Yeah, we went Eastland or
No, Cass at West Side. Depends where you went.
But they were either when they went to Troy though. They used to
Yeah.
go to the Troy mall.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, interesting.
but like,
yeah,
I can see how fat black gay necessarily a theater kid or
yeah, because I don't know
theater
none about
nerd,
the theater at that age.
and like
I didn't fall in love to college.
and like didn't necessarily fit in. Yeah, I can see how he
You don't fuck with niggas.
migrated.
And
to
then
the-
a Detroit nigga. I think
Yes.
that's why I was like, damn, you don't vibe with us Detroit niggas.
No.
But I was like, yeah. And then if his mom was like Pentecostal or Koji,
yeah, I can see how he rolled there.
because you know
saying.
church is deep in Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can see how he can do that. You know, shout out to all the niggas that went to Cass. But
The best school in Detroit.
it's the best school in Detroit.
Niggas, bye.
Fuck out of here.
And King. All them
And
schools.
Renaissance, shit.
Them schools ain't that good, yeah. I hate to hurt y'all feelings. They aight. Better than Denby.
Hey, hey,
Shout out to Kettering. The Kettering exists. It's just a K.
Kettering don't exist no more.
Exactly.
Don't you dare say shit about Denby.
You know, see, Detroit people get real.
Yes.
Because the casting is going to email us. It be like, I took a test to get in. Good, you know your vowels. Like,
Denby's still around. Out of all the other DPSs that closed in this bitch, we still around.
you
this
saying you
motherfucker.
on par with Cass Tech High School?
Yes.
Okay.
We even changed our name, Denby Tech.
I don't like how, why do black schools do that?
What?
Or urban schools? Like, at technical.
Because
What is that? Like, I don't need them to be technical. Like, that's when niggas should be reading a book. You should be reading James Baldwin.
we sure changed our name.
Like, why is it technical? People like, I went to the Institute Tech of this service, this. Honestly, even in New York, I'm picking it up. I was like, I don't want my kid to go to no school with tech in it.
I'm trying to remember.
Leave it alone.
Yes, just leave that be.
Do you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
though?
I'm trying to figure out what they changed Denby name to. 'cause
But what did y'all do technical?
They,
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what technical skills did you learn?
they sent my ass to Votech. That's what they
What did you do? What did you study in Votech?
Travel and tourism.
What does that mean? They teach you how to search Google?
To be a travel agent. A dying
How do you teach someone that? How long did it take?
2 years.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm
It did not take 2 years to learn how to be a travel agent.
Not lying.
Once you got the travel agent, did you get the credentials? Could you
got
get
I got a certificate.
no, nigga? I'm saying, can you call the Sandals Resort and get a discount?
I could have.
How? How does that work?
Like you understand, you learn like the back end of stuff. Like, oh, these are the numbers you call and things of that sort, and like how to put the trip together and shit like that.
Like in a
Itinerary,
Excel file.
things, all that stuff.
Y'all went to 2 years to school to
Yes.
figure out how to search Google and put stuff in a.
Niambi. First of all, Google wasn't even around.
Google was around in 2000.
No.
Well, ask Jeeves.
It was Ask Jeeves and fucking Yahoo.com and fucking Hotmail.
So how did you research them before these things?
And like this was like right when like Expedia Orbits was up, like just getting started.
Shout out to Orbitz. Is that around?
Yes.
Oh, shout
So
out to
like
Orbitz.
we used to do like the old school way of like looking at like airplane
Yellow book?
like airplane manifests and shit like that.
Excuse me?
Yes.
What'd that do?
Cause then you can call like Delta and like get a printout of like the prices for flights at that time and shit like that.
Oh yeah, no wonder tech took that industry over
Yes.
because that's way too manual.
Yes. So like travel and tourism back then.
So like, what would one of your assignments be?
When our assignments would be like call, hey, you have a client who has a business trip at X, Y, and Z. He wants to fly. He wants extra leg space.
Come on, even
and
more
he wants a
room.
hotel.
Comfort Plus.
4 stars or better. Looking at this range, and then like you literally call Delta, and like they'll email you like the printout of like what things cost for the day.
Yeah.
and then be like, all right, these prices are only effective to like midnight. blah, blah, blah
Wednesday.
day. And you have to call again to get like another manifest of those days and things of that sort. And then let's do the same thing for like the hotels and things of that sort. And like call
Reservations or is it separate
Marriott
line?
or reservations and things of that sort. And then I email you like a manifest of like available rooms and shit like that.
How did you even know the hot hotels?
Yeah,
It's probably like blogs and stuff on it. Interesting.
So like that, like there was like a list of like, oh, these are the 4-star hotels and whatever, like in
You
Detroit.
niggas had to go get like books.
Yes. Like books and like
That still don't take
pamphlets.
2 years. But yeah, go ahead. Come on, Denby Tech. What was the other options? Did they teach y'all something like tangible, like how to cook?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you should have took.
But the shit was overcrowded. When I went there, like when I went to Votech, it was overcrowded. Like I was in that phase.
Was
we in
Votech
that
code
phase-
word for bad kids?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like we was in that phase where some of the Detroit public schools was closing down.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like Denby was overcrowded.
Overcrowded.
So it was so overcrowded that you go to Votech. And the thing was, it's like, well, if you went to Votech for 1 year, if you go another year, you'll at least get a certificate. It didn't necessarily mean nothing, but you'll get a certificate. But like some people,
ahead.
some people have like auto body or like
Yes,
auto mechanic.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Like
Nursing
there's
or
like a
something.
bakery and like.
Did they have nursing? I think my school had nursing.
I think they did. I can't remember.
That's
But
what
they-
you do now.
but,
That's
like,
a plug.
They had like cooking and bakery and shit
Yeah.
like that, but like all that stuff was
Full.
overcrowded. Or like business administration.
What was your teacher who taught this?
She was a travel agent. She was like a travel agent for years.
Was it an old black woman or a young woman?
She was an old black woman. And an old white woman too. Polish.
Shout out, I miss a good
'Cause she
pierogi.
was always talk about like
Poland.
Poland and like
The war.
Opa and like
Yeah.
breaking plates. She used to come in and like break
That's
plates.
Greek.
Oh.
That's not.
Well, she was Greek and Polish.
Did you just make that?
I just remember we were being like, Opa.
Actually, it was a lot of Greek and Polish people. But anyway, go ahead.
Actually, it's called Edwin Denby Technical and Preparatorial High School.
Which one is it? Tech or we should tech or prep?
It's technical and preparatorial.
They did y'all wrong in
The
Detroit.
year I graduated, that was the year they
Technical
changed the name.
and preparatory. How you doing both?
I don't know.
Get the fuck
The year
out
I
of here.
graduated there was the first year they did.
See, that's how I know so I'm ready to be a parent. So I can go play with these schools.
'Cause they
So
was
what the
like-
fuck does this mean?
I remember when we graduated, and it's like, your what they say, your diploma will say Denby Technical and Preparatorial High School. You are one of the best of the best.
It sounds contradictory. Wouldn't that? Why am just a place just named Denby? Like, just be a high school.
It was.
I like people to go niched. Oh, I'm still talking about my updates.
Yes, 2 hours in.
We also went to this place called Mason Pickles on the Upper East Side. It was good drink, good food. I enjoyed it. You know, the Upper East Side is a vibe, a very rich vibe, but it's a vibe. I already talked about like how I'm stretching next year. Other things I'm doing, and I'm sure we're gonna talk about this in Pillow Talk, is just learning a new neighborhood, just curating experiences for myself. I want to head to a few new museums. Y'all know, again, I'm a theater nerd, and I love museums. Like to the point where I don't go to enough. Like I nerd out because I wait for other people to go with me, but I love what a capital L museums, and there's so many in New York. Like I am craving to go to the Met. Like I need to go to the Met like 4 or 5 times so I can see all the rooms. But like I need to go to the Met. We're members already at the Brooklyn Museum. I cannot wait to go to the ballet, y'all. Solange is whatchamacallit, one of them. And like I want to go to the ballet because I've never experienced like the formal ballet, but also for a woman to be, what is the word? Not orchestrating it. You know when you produce, I forgot the word for producing a ballet, but that's what Solange is doing. I can't wait to go see that. I want to take a ceramics class. Like I just need to get in my black nerd girl bag. And the thing is, I don't think people realize how black and nerdy I am, but I am very, very black and nerdy. You know, when you first started dating me, did you realize how black and nerdy I was, or did it have to slip out? Because I think it confuses people. Because I also, you know, what the kids say, I love a hood bop. Ain't that what the children say? What you looking at, Nero?
Oh, ballet score.
Yes, score. That's the word I'm looking for. So,
Composer.
Yes. So Solange's doing it. So I'm definitely going to be at one of the shows in which she's the composer for in October. But also that's time for me to be overdressed. Shout out to Detroit. So I need to figure out what I'm going to wear. I hope it's cold so I can wear fur.
You gonna put a mink on?
Yeah, I hope it's cold so I can
Get
wear
a mink
fur.
from Fancy Success?
Yeah, but then I have to like process if they like gonna make me check it.
Ooh.
Because you know, Detroit people don't like checking our shit.
Show on. That's gonna be a $45 check.
I know. I'm not even worried about the $45 check. I don't know what I'm worried about. But again, my black nerd itch. I think it's just honestly getting in touch with the young black nerd I was. I think I lost sight of her for a minute.
Yeah.
Did you know I was a young black nerd?
No, I didn't. It took years for me to figure it out.
Oh, what happened? Why did I look exhausted? What happened?
When I started, I should have known the signs when you was like Eastside Cheddar Boys. I don't know nothing.
Shut up! I know who the East Side Cheddar Boys is.
No,
It was
he's
somebody
like-
else you named.
He's like Blade Icewood.
I know who Blade Icewood is. Keep going.
Who Blade Icewood is?
Don't do that.
I don't know who the Street Lords is.
Maybe it was Street Lords.
I don't know who Tough Tone is.
Tough Tone. Yeah, I'm like who?
I don't know who KDZ is. I say, how you not know these East Side Detroit classics?
Or Spades.
I don't know how to play space. I said, what? What were you doing when they was reading the book? I said, should have known right then and there.
I come from a big family. It'd be a line to play Spades.
And you ain't played not once.
Because I be in line, then I start reading.
And I was like, you ain't played not one spade?
It's a line in my
And
family.
it's like Tunk. You ain't played
I
Tunk.
play Tunk.
It's like, I play Uno. And it's like,
I play Uno and Tunk and Sorry. Those are the ones games with no line. But Spades be a line. When my parents know when they prime, Spades be a line. And people be up to like 3 a.m. I'm not doing that. I like to go to bed about 11.
Niambi don't even play spades. I had to play spades on my phone because Niambi don't play.
Next, work is work, and I'm just trying to push through to maternity leave. I'm looking for a bed makeover. Any recommendations for sheets, comforters, pillows? Please let me know. Also, I just learned this thing because when we were moving, we're going to talk about that too. We stayed at this spot, and they ain't had no top sheet. You niggas out here just raw dogging comforters? Are you kidding me?
Scheme that Todd set up.
Is a top sheet a delicacy?
It's like
I do not raw dog a comforter.
It's like being at an Airbnb and they don't have washcloths.
Oh, dude. Then I'm realizing people don't use top sheets.
Why not?
I don't know. How often you wash your comforter? Because I assume it help. I don't wash my comforter every 2 weeks. That's an every like 6 to 8 week thing because I got the condom of the top sheet between me and the comforter. I'm confused.
Oh my God.
And then I realized people weren't doing it. Do y'all sleep with a top sheet? I do.
Me too.
Everyone in my family sleeps with a top sheet.
I need one
Why you need one?
because I get so hot.
Well, you got to get the right comforter because you can get the comforter that goes cool. Maybe they have multiple comforters, but still, I don't care if it's the right one. I need a top sheet.
Yes.
Also, it feels barbaric to sleep in a bed without sheets on it.
It does. It's almost like washing up with one of those hand towels. What the fuck I'm doing with this
I think I was
long-ass
somewhere
towel?
and it was hot. It was like, oh, just take all the comforter off. I was like, I'm just supposed to sleep on top of a fitted sheet.
Yeah.
What if the ghost come get me? It feels so unprotected. I
Yes.
feel so vulnerable.
Yes. You are vulnerable.
No, I don't know what that sheet gonna do, but it made me feel safe.
It does.
It's
Just
like
something.
little kids, don't it?
Yes.
Like with the blinkies.
Just something.
Yeah.
I need something to cover me. Other than the comforter. I need something in between.
Yes. But people don't do that.
No, they don't.
Y'all let me know y'all favorite stuff. Honestly, as I'm getting older, splurging looks different. Y'all, I'm about to play a grip for these sheets in this new comforter. Also, I need new towels. I'm about to pay a grip for these. Ain't nothing worse than cheap ass sheets. Cheap ass sheets that feel like paper. God damn it.
It's just so rough on your skin.
I can't do it. I need to melt in my sheets. I want my sheets almost to feel like velvet.
Yes.
Also, towels. Niam's getting into his phase where he don't want a normal size towel. He wants a towel that's like 3 times the size of a normal towel because he want to wrap up like a hula girl.
Because I'm a big nigga. These regular ass towels don't fit no big nigga.
Where are you going with the towel? You're just supposed to use it to dry off. You don't want to wrap his body in the towel and like walk through the house.
Shit. Because the other...
That's what a robe is for.
Shit, I'm a big nigga.
That's what the robe is for. So Nero just start layering all my towels. I'm like, why the fuck are we going through so many towels? Nero was
'Cause I
using
used
like
two
two
towels.
towels. I said,
Because I'm a big nigga.
I said, babe, we can upgrade and get the extra large bath towels.
I'm a big nigga. I'm so damn big that sometimes by the time I get done, my upper body that down dry off towel be so damn soaked. I gotta get another towel so I can dry off my ass. So I can dry off my ass and my legs. So this towel wet, and I'm not even drying off no more.
Just more water.
Yes.
It's just like mopping the ocean.
Yes, just mopping the ocean ass nigga.
So let me know if y'all have some. I'm ready to splurge. Like if the sheets ain't at least a couple $100, don't even send it. Nero.
Yes.
Don't send me no cheap. Don't send me shit on sale at Macy's. Don't send me shit on sale at Target. Like y'all, I don't. We didn't even have visitors long enough to show it. But like it's certain shit that I gotta have and it gotta be nice. Also, bath towels is one of them. I need them to be soft and I need them to smell like just crisp linen.
Yeah.
Anyhow, go there. I was gonna check in.
Yeah, your check in was the episode. It was. It was. Ain't no wrong with that.
What the fuck are you trying to say?
Nothing, baby. I'm
I'm talking too much.
No, I'm just saying your check in was the episode. Love
You
is
said
ever-
you ain't had to be here.
Nope. Love is ever evolving.
That's what we would do Nero check in. Peace.
What's going on with me? Ain't much going on with me. I'm over here trying to live my best life.
I'm living my best life.
I'm living my best life. What's going on? I'm rewatching Game of Thrones.
Oh, it's such so much white on white crime.
It is.
I think I missed it. I thought I watched it, but it's some episodes I was like, I ain't never seen this one.
So,
What is it, Nero?
I'm enjoying it, actually.
It's so much white and killing
It is.
and raping and
It is.
ass flipping and
It is.
when they're coming. That's one thing I do remember.
When it is
Goddamn,
coming.
when they're coming. When is it coming?
Shit, you don't want to be around when it comes.
They calendar. They say it's been a long summer, so it's gonna be a long winter. They can't go an episode without saying when they're coming.
So can't. But the Dragons is coming.
I don't remember the dragons being this early. I don't think the dragons came to like season 2.
Well, the Dragons already came.
Yeah, that's what surprised me
Yeah.
when I rewatched it. I was like, oh, the dragons were in season 1.
Yeah.
I guess it took them a minute. It was weak though.
Yeah.
It was like little lizards. But old baby.
So I'm rewatching them just to get in the nostalgia because they have a new show coming out. It's actually out. I haven't
Oh,
watched it.
tonight. Yeah, we should watch that.
So they got a new show coming out. So I'm interested to see like the prequel of what they're going to be talking about.
This to the Targaryen.
Yes.
Targaryen.
Yes.
Yeah, Targaryen. So that's like the dragon people with the blonde hair. Yeah, that's that crew. The Mad King.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to that.
So that, and then other things, just like a lot of other things, like caring or like getting prepared to like care for aging parents. So my mother is a little on the older side, and like talking to my sister about like what life looks like, when we had to take care of our mother.
Yeah.
Like when she does not have her independence. And it's just an interesting conversation to have, right? And I think one of the things that, I was talking to Niambi was like, she said, well, do you want to take care of her? And I'm like, well, like I do it if I have to, but it's not my first choice. And it's like, well, why? It's like, because I feel like everybody else have had their chance to like live their life and like be parents and shit like that. And it's like, well, as soon as I get to the age where it's like, all right, or get to the phase where it's like, all right, you're about to start thinking about having kids and like trying to figure this out. Now I got to take care of my parents and like not be able to go full in on kids.
Why you think you can't
I
do
don't
that?
know. Like, I don't know. I think it's just a selfish thing of me. Like,
Yeah.
it's not why, because I know it can be done, but it's not, do I want to do it?
Yeah.
So I think that's two different things.
Yeah.
So that's really talking about that or just thinking about that. And then, I don't know. Other than that, some celebrations. I would have some new press. So I was in a couple of magazines. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's really what's going on with me.
That's all you got for us.
Yeah. I ain't got an hour check-in. My check-in can be summed up in 2 minutes. I thought it was too, but
Next week it will be. And I'll let you, Nero will be producing the next show.
No. This is your thing.
And I will have a 90-second check-in.
And then I got Niambi a massage for her birthday that she didn't mention, so I guess she
I thought that was more intimate. Nero gave me a massage with this Asian man. He rubbed on my body for 2 hours. And he started tickling me. I said, wait a minute. I said, this is inappropriate.
You liked it.
Yeah, I did. He tickled me and he was cupping and he did stones. And he was using that elbow. I don't like that elbow. Again, that's how I know I'm getting older. I don't want nothing cause pain. Because that's why I got to grow up.
I don't want nothing called pain.
I just don't. Because you know how sometimes massages, if you got a little, a tight muscle, and you know, masseuses and massage therapists, they going to keep.
You got it.
It's like pimple. It feel like it's like popping a pimple for their ass. And it's just like, now I know if you see me flinching.
But you gotta release it.
And you know me, I first flinch and I'm like, ooh, it hurts. And he had the nerve to say he's talking about, I almost got it. Wait, this is not a physical therapy session. Just move the fuck on.
No.
I like when you rub my hands.
No.
Rub my scalp.
No. His job is to get them fucking knots out.
No, his job is to let them stones glide up and down my back.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Just put the olive oil on the stones and glide. That's all I need you to do. Is just glide.
You gotta get them knots out.
He got the little, he a petite little Asian man like Bruno. And so is Bruno Asian? He's Southeast Asian.
Filipino.
Yeah, he's Asian.
And Puerto
Black.
Rican. He's not black. He's Ukrainian.
Ukrainian. And so imagine Bruno tearing my back up with his one pointy elbow. And I'm like,
he almost got that knot up out of you. You should let him get the knot out.
I was like, oh,
Because that's the thing.
Because if I tell you, it hurt one time, you don't adjust. I'm walking. I'm getting off the table naked.
Oh, it hurt.
And I'm putting on my drawers and I'm leaving.
That's the thing. You gotta work that knot out.
You worse than my waxer. I was getting a wax, y'all, and I feel like it was this piece of hair she was trying to get. Child, she moved some skin around and it didn't make a pleasant sound. It made a sound like, you know, when you wax, it's like, it was like, I said, ooh. I said, bitch, you got one more time. You got one more time.
One more time.
And I'm getting out. I don't care what these patches of hair look like. And I feel like that's what he was doing with that massage.
He's trying to get you right.
One more time to hit that knot. And I was going to be like, listen.
He's trying to get you right. You need to go there.
I hate the type of pain that is like it's not so horrible you can't endure, but it's the type of pain that draw a tear to your eye. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's why you got to continue work. That's why your ass got to stretch. You're fucking stiff. You're getting all these damn knots.
Who are you yelling at?
You.
What's this tone?
That's you.
Stiff where?
That's you stiff.
You ain't say that.
That's you stiff.
I'm on to the podcast, my business.
Okay. Yeah, you can do a butterfly, but you can't do shit else.
Y'all stiff?
Yes.
My lots is moving.
Oh, okay.
My lots is not stiff.
Oh, okay.
Y'all stiff out there?
That's about the only thing.
Is you stiff?
No. That's the only thing on your body that ain't. Never
Keep
mind.
it up, Nero.
You keep it up.
Keep it up.
Pillow talk.
Nero, you want to fight?
No. Pillow talk.
What did we watch? It was like, you want to fight? No.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? You know what I'm talking about? Something on Instagram.
Pipe down.
Pipe down. Do you want to fight?
Do you want to fight? Pipe down, bitch.
I think they were like brothers and sisters, weren't they?
Pipe down.
Do you want to fight? I appreciate the communication. So do you want to just fight? Do you want to fight now?
No.
Okay. You want a snack?
Yes.
Okay.
Pipe down.
What we talking about now? Oh, you take this. Moving to NYC. I was in LA. No, where was I? Vegas.
You was in Vegas.
I was in the Galaxy.
So now I was doing all this other stuff.
It's working. I was doing everything but working.
Gallivanting and shit. I was responsible for moving apartments. Moving apartments from our old apartment to our new apartment.
Yes.
Of course, Niambi's like, well, I'm gonna help out, blah, blah, blah. But I get into the apartment and these motherfuckers tried it. Is this the case in New York? Where motherfuckers be like, oh, we gonna do something and they don't do the shit? I came in here, these motherfuckers half painted the walls.
I thought y'all said word is bond, son.
Right. Half painted the walls, only swept in the middle of the floor, ain't get no baseboards, ain't clean the fucking shop. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't go to the wall. You know how you like sweep the dust to like the wall and then bring it out?
Yeah.
These niggas, or like start from the wall and work their
you gotta, yeah.
These niggas just swept in the middle.
Lazy.
Came in, I opened the door. Dust bunnies just flying all over the goddamn place.
What did you say we opened the door?
I said, what the fuck is this?
What did you think I was gonna say? You glad I wasn't there the first day?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Because I was on that hitter. I was emailing. I was letting the motherfuckers know I'm disappointed in them. I would leave if I ain't had nowhere else to go.
So like New York.
Yes. I done spent all this goddamn time
And money.
and money.
Come on, and money.
Yes, to get here.
Yeah. And money.
So I had our super ass working. This nigga damn near painted the whole basement again.
I don't give a fuck what they got to paint. Yeah.
This nigga was out here working. He was like, well, he giving up all the tea because this nigga he's spilling all the beans.
Better spill the beans. We gonna get used to seeing my monkey ass.
Him. Well,
Yeah.
they called me last night talking about can I paint the whole house in one day. I told them no. So they said they was gonna go get somebody else.
Okay.
Now I'm up in here still painting.
Show is.
Yep.
You missed a spot.
So it was just interesting, right? Like moving in New York, and like something I was telling Niambi is like, well, I don't know what it looked like for like $6,000 and $7,000 apartments.
Can't be because we ain't pay that. I was close to, but my heart won't let me pay that much for rent unless I already have property or it's a mortgage. I can pay that much for mortgage, but rent I cannot.
But it's just crazy to see like, oh, we gonna do X, Y, and Z, and they don't do it, or it's like half done.
Or imagine below where folks paying a lot less because people would say we paying a lot of rent.
Yes.
Still. And I would say we right mid tier. I wouldn't say it's cheap. I wouldn't say it's expensive. We right mid tier rent. But imagine if you paying like that $2,500.
Yeah.
They just open a window.
Yeah. So I think there's some of that was just some bullshit, and they tried it.
They want to see what type of whatchamacalls we gonna be.
Oh well,
They don't know about me.
Fucked up because we the loud ones.
Yeah.
We the ones that gonna call your ass, and we gonna know everybody. And if it ain't right, we gonna mount up.
I'm gonna start a petition.
So I think that's it. Like it's just a mixture of things, right? And I think it's just some things that I didn't necessarily expect when you move into an apartment. So for example,
Yeah, we haven't had this type of trouble.
like for example, FiOS trying to get Verizon internet. They was like, oh, we can do it, but y'all ain't never had it here. We need to run a line from the pole to the place, but we need a permission. Call the landlord. Hey, can Verizon run a line from the pole to the apartment? No.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
gonna work.
why?
I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna get that in
We
there.
approve no damage to the place. And so what the fuck? He's running a fucking
Online
line
for internet.
for internet.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I'm by the top of the year. My goal is to have permission to do that.
So it's just crazy stuff like that. Or what was another one that was like, that was pissing me off? I would say the painting one was another. And it's like, well,
They should have been did that. That's bare minimum.
painting, cleaning.
Bare
I had to
minimum
clean
shit.
it- I had to clean and dude in here because I was like, he's like, well, I cleaned this. I was like, well, you
You
didn't
did
do
a bad
good
job.
He's like, well, I'm gonna be straight up with you, brother.
Yeah,
Because I found out he was Masonic. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm gonna stand on the square with you, brother.
yeah. Because it's nasty in here,
The
and it was
previous
some
tenant-
pretty. Go ahead. What is
The
that?
previous tenant, those white boys,
It was nasty.
nasty as fuck, man.
He said, "So it's due. It is looking better than what it was."
It was better. It's better. I know it ain't the best, because I wanted to clean it like I would stay here, but they only gave me 6 hours.
25. I don't
I mean,
get back in here.
I
He said the white boys was nasty.
They was. He said them white boys is nasty in them tubs. Them tubs
He was fighting
black.
for his life, not
Them
black.
tubs is black as night. Let me tell
He did regrout. It is new grout.
you see these tubs, they is
He
black.
did regrout it. I didn't know. So this is new grout.
And I was like, I said I understand that, but I started. Well, man, I got asthma and I got some breathing problems.
This man gonna come to me. I got that clean. I know y'all got asthma. I said, who got? I said, thank you. I said, you're over here lying. And let me tell one little white lie near him. Be true to yourself, Niambi.
Because-
I only can live 100% life. And near him over here done created all types of ailments.
Because when you lie, you be bringing me into the shit. I ain't bring you to this.
When
I
I
told him, hey, man, I got asthma.
Near him,
I didn't say Niambi got asthma. I said, hey, I got asthma. I got breathing problems. And all this dust is messing with me. Is that not true? Do dust be messing with me when I breathe?
Okay.
Yes or no?
I guess.
Yes or no?
That's what any human.
Well, I'm asking about me.
Sure.
Okay, then. So, yes.
Because he was like, I got some, he be like, I got some Fabuloso. I did the outside windows. I know it's dusty. I'm like,
Because I was like, the windows is dusty. They dirty. I said, look at these window seals. Like, look at this.
Neil turned into a little old black woman.
Yes. Look at these window seals. You ain't clean. Look at this vent.
The vent, nah, I hate a dirty vent.
Look at these baseboards. There's still dust on top
Now,
of the baseboard.
Near them, no, that's my pet peeves. I hate a dirty vent and I hate a dirty baseboard.
Look at these baseboards.
I don't like that.
You said you clean. Clean where? Look at these. Look at these corners.
There ain't no cleaning here.
There's a fucking cobwebs hanging. You said you clean where?
Yeah.
Well, I swept the mop. I said bullshit.
That ain't cleaning.
Look at these dust bunnies.
That's the first round. In this house, you got to mop about 4 times.
Yes. Look at these dust bunnies. Where you clean that? You gonna stand on the square with me? Stand on the square with me.
You should have stood on the swear. All I did was Swiffer. And spray some Lysol. He said all I did was Swiffer and put Lysol on the handles. That's what he did.
But we finally getting there. I think it's one of the things I was telling Niambi, you have to give to get.
Yeah.
Unless you're willing to spend that $7,000.
I'm not.
You can get everything.
I'm not.
But you got to give to get. And I think, we gave up some things from the old apartment, but we got some things, right?
What did we give up?
I think we gave up the proximity to the subway.
Yeah.
Like, the subway is literally at the end of the corner.
This one, it's like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
If that, yeah.
But we gained space, right?
Lots of space.
Both of us now have an office, a dedicated office and things of that sort. And I think that's a luxury in New York. But, like, we had to give up, staying damn near next to the subway.
Yeah.
What are some other things I think we gave up? I think the neighborhood we was at, like, it was definitely starting to flip. And
It was jumping.
It was jumping. It was definitely starting to flip. But I think one of the other things that I do enjoy of, like, this neighborhood, is like, or the block that we stay on, is like, it's not as much foot traffic.
Yeah.
Down the block.
Oh, compared to our other house, it was always
foot traffic.
Yeah.
And of course, it's definitely no homeless people and things of that sort. But, like, I feel like the homeless people, or like everybody would use our stoop for, like, refuge.
Yes.
And I think that would piss me off.
It'd be the houseless person. It'd be the girl who just broke up with her boyfriend. It'd be people who just came from the club and they drunk.
It'd be the kids.
Yeah, everybody.
Like, everybody.
The uncles who taking a break from work, eating a sandwich. Everybody.
I think everybody used our stoop as refuge, and I always felt like everybody knew the password code to, like, the basement laundry room area.
It was definitely community.
So, like, I hated that.
Yeah. And
I think this place is a little bit different, but we did have to, like, give up some things and gain things. So I think that's one of the things, right, is really trying to figure that out. What else?
It's browner.
Yeah.
It's black. It's blacker.
Yeah.
When I walk down the street, I get a lot more smiles, nods, and waves and speaking.
Yeah. That's something I do enjoy, right? I think a
lot of that.
I think that's one of the things I really do enjoy of, like, this new neighborhood is, like, head nods, what's up, brother, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Versus the other neighborhood, you don't get that at all.
No.
You get somebody in Spanish trying to ask you for some money.
Or want to pet Mabel. Yes. You know, when monkeypox go from dogs to humans, don't you fucking touch my dog.
Oh, little baby.
Yeah, the dog. Doggo. I forgot what the dog is in Spanish. But yeah.
So I think, we gained some stuff, right? Mm-hmm. It's still it's a busier street, but it's not, like, super busy, right?
I would argue our other block was busier. This just got 2 ways.
Yes.
But I would still argue our old block was busier.
It was busier
than this one is.
Yeah. It's still a busy street.
Like, this street, you can walk and cross them. Our street, you got a certain time of day, it was like traffic was gridlocked. Mm-hmm. Like, there was no way to move your car from being blocked because you were trapped by buses and cars and delivery trucks. Like, you were just gridlocked. And I don't think that happens on this block.
No.
Yeah. Or, like, you hear people laying on the horns.
Yes.
To try to get through. I don't often hear that on our block. Now, on the outside, the box we run parallel to maybe. Yeah. But our block, you don't hear a lot of that foolishness. Yeah. Where it could be like 3 a.m. and it could be a backup on our block with traffic over foolishness. Or before we left, did we ever tell that story? Somebody got their car hit.
Oh no! Somebody tore their car up.
Tore the car up, and I ain't know that wisest. I went to walk to work. That's it.
Ooh.
No, it was a weekend. I went to get some coffee, and I was like. And me, look, I done got in the neighborhood. I said, did someone do this? Or did y'all do this on purpose? Or they said, someone just did this. The lady just hit her car. I was like, I can't. And then also something, I don't know if y'all know, we did that weekend in Detroit when we dropped off Mabel. We've been dog free, y'all, for about, 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Mabel living her best life in Detroit.
Ain't she? Shout out to the grandparents.
Living her, and she been going back and forth between their house. I think they think Mabel a kid.
Yes.
I'm like, Mabel ain't really human. Y'all know that, right?
She's just a dog.
And they treating her like, imagine when they get, you think when we have kids, we can just drop their asses and they can be there for a month?
I hope so. I hope we can drop off them all.
Yes. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd keep Mabel. What about you? You keeping the kids or Mabel?
Drop both of them all.
Or we drop them on each of the house and they just keep switching.
Yes. I like that.
That way they don't have to be overwhelmed with one or the other. But yeah, Mabel been there a month and living her best life.
Yes.
Every time I check, she either on the patio at somebody's barbecue. Every time. Also, we seen Anita Baker.
Yes. And that was just,
Scheme. That
I think we already
Todd
talked about
set
that
I think we did too. But every time Anita Baker come
on the radio or on my Pandora or on
Ooh,
Tidal.
Grandma getting tired. Ooh, I'm about ready to get up out of here.
Y'all up in the ceiling.
Ooh.
Y'all came to see me. Yes, Anita. Sweet love.
Hey.
Y'all sing it.
This is what you call buying time. Ooh, Grandma tired.
P Valley is my jam. I love Uncle Clifford, Little Murder, and Mercedes. Autumn Night, the fuck up out of there. Why haven't we renewed season 3 yet? Y'all got to chill with the homophobia.
They haven't renewed season 3 yet?
No.
What?
No.
I kind of felt like the season finale was...
It could end, period. Listen, and y'all know I love Lena. Lena, my girl. I've been shouting out Lena since she first did that. What's it called? Master of None. But if The Shy got a season 6...
I don't know.
If the Shy did. They just got renewed this week. So if the Shy get a season 6, because I thought they ended last year. Although I do like this season. I'm appreciating the season. This is definitely a look up. It's a good one. Because last season, I don't know, Lena. I wasn't there for it. This season, I'm absolutely here for the Shy. But if the Shy got renewed for another season, I'm going to need P Valley to go ahead and get renewed.
Yeah, I agree.
Immediately. Why is the community so divided on P Valley?
You know why.
It can't just be the stripper and the gay men having sex.
It's the gay men having sex.
It can't be.
It is. It is. Think about, look, you already know. Think about the Michigan people. We seen it with Usher and what's the name?
Well, who?
With
on the Strange Loop. Look, who is Usher?
Usher from Strange Loop. You seen it there.
They be acting like it's 90 minutes of a gay porn. It's not, y'all. It literally be like a 90-second scene. And that's pushing it. Like, it's literally a 30-second scene.
And then,
and it fits appropriately in the show.
I have some friends that I'd be like, yo, you got to cut that shit off. Because, I have some friends that be like, the new black agenda, they trying to, that the new gay agenda is moving, pushing on black people. And now they be having all that gay stuff in all these TV shows. And it's like, no.
So y'all saying Uncle Clifford got an agenda?
That's what they be like. That's how they be like. And oh, you're just pushing all this negativity, all this gay shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
is the gay black men the reason they shooting them up bang bang in Chicago and Philly?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, them ain't the ones doing that.
I don't know. But I think a lot of people settlement, a lot of black folks settlement, especially from sentiment from what I've seen on social media. They be like,
oh, they think the television is raising their children.
Yes, they think that television and
influencing?
is trying to infiltrate gayness in the black community.
I'm not sure if gay work that way.
That's what the sentiment that I see on social media. And what I always tell them is like, no, because I think that I said there's tons of shows where there's gay characters on like white TV shows. And I was like, it was just only a matter of time before it moves to black TV shows or black.
Like black people are gay. Like
yeah.
there are black people who are gay.
And I was like, that's okay, right? Like,
and it's so, and if it is,
and then they be like, well, why I ain't gotta see it? Why I gotta see all that? And I was like, well, are you okay with seeing titties on the TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you might see a dick.
Dick and coochie is all the same.
It's just inverse.
You get to a certain.
It's just inverse.
Here we go, Neil.
What? It is.
I don't want to have this conversation.
It is.
I don't want to have a biology conversation.
I've had years of anatomy.
Me too.
And physiology.
I took a mammalian.
Okay, then. The dick and penis ain't nothing but in the inverse of each other.
The dick and penis is the same thing.
Well, the dick,
clitoris.
The dick and vagina ain't nothing but inverse of each other. It's just inversed. One fell down and one didn't. I don't want to see all that. They just putting all that gay stuff.
And you know, I made people really uncomfortable. I'm like, it was sexy to me. People were like, what? Like, I really made the room uncomfortable. Because now they looking at me. Look. Because they don't got the balls or the ovaries to ask me to explain more. I just leave it like that. I was like, it was fine to me.
Cause I asked one nigga, like, were you afraid your dick gonna get hard? I said, I watched it, my dick ain't get hard. So it ain't do nothing for me. It did something for you?
And if it do, it's okay.
And I was like, okay. But I was like,
we've all had those movies where we be like, wait.
I think
Look, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So that's my thing.
No one talking about Iman being naked on the side. Shout out to Tiana. Ain't nobody mad at that. Is we mad? I'm not.
That'd be my thing. That's the first thing I always ask a nigga when they putting that gay shit. I said, you afraid your dick gonna get hard? I said,
women, we don't be mad when we see titties. You congratulate a bitch.
I said, I watched it, my dick ain't get hard. You afraid your dick gonna get hard?
It's okay.
If it does, it's cool. Nah, blah, blah, blah. I say, oh, it sounds like you insecure with your masculinity.
Yeah.
Nigga.
You need to learn some. Never mind.
And I said,
listen, because the way Little Murder pulled back Uncle Clifford head, and the way Uncle